video today about fluoride. I boiled down 10 liters of water, okay, so like on the stove, big pots of water, okay, I boiled them until there was nothing left. You know what I got? This. I don't know if you can see on the camera how gross that is. Like, can you see how murky that is? Like, quite gross. I hope all you people at home can see that. Because, yeah, I haven't had this analyzed in the lab or anything. And I've shown some of my friends this, and they've been kind of appalled that that's in our water that you drink. It's just diluted so your water looks really clear, but some friends have also commented saying that, well, there's iron and stuff in the water, so like, of course it would have a bit of a tinge, but like, it doesn't look very red to me. You know, doesn't it look kind of... Here's another thing. No matter how much minerals, like, there's iron, potassium, whatever, salt content, if they're in the water, they don't cause it to foam, okay? There's no soap in this. And just boiled water. Why does it foam like that? That is just disgusting. And what's even more disgusting is that people are drinking this through their tabs, thinking that it is safe. They're giving this to their babies. And if you're pregnant, drink bottled water, because this is in there. Like, do you really want to be drinking this? Like, if someone asked you to drink this on the spot, like, you were like 2 or 3 shots of this, would you? But you would in the course of 2 to 3 weeks. And then in the course of your life, you're drinking bottles of this, like whole bottle, like, which is pretty disgusting. It's like, yeah, I know, I can't tell you exactly what's in this, but I swear on my soul, all this is water. I was very careful to make sure that everything was clean and sterile, and just boiled water from the tap in a clean pot on the stove. And this is what I get. Gross. Yeah. I'd research online whether or not your city or your town, wherever you're from, if there's fluoride in your water. And if it is, I'd fight to get it taken out. Do the same things I've done, and show them for yourself. Because just Googling it might not necessarily give you all the information that if it is at your hand. Peace. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so now that we're done with the dramatic musical introduction, like, you can't always believe what you hear, right? Like this, for example. If I told you this guy's purple, you're not going to be like, oh my god, this guy's purple. Like, don't just, like, you know, research, not just online, but apply it to your life. Don't just expect things to be handed to you. And don't always think that Google is going to tell you the truth. Because, no offense, Google. Like, God, I could hear, like, the earth shake when I said that. Like, do not always trust Google, because everyone always trusts Google. But, see, the thing with Google is that it might be a really good search engine, but you're only going to find information on that search engine on things that have already been discovered. So, if it's something that hasn't been researched and no one really knows about it, it doesn't matter how much you research it online. Like, you might still be ingesting something that's poisonous. They just don't know that it's poison yet because it's so new. That's the only way I can kind of simplify that. So, it's actually fluoride. It's not fluoride. Fluoride is in the water, but it has the fluoride element in it. So, you know, you can find fluoride in air, in gases, or particulates, in water, mostly as fluoride ions, or combined with aluminum. It can be found in the soil, mainly combined with calcium or aluminum, and in living organisms. So even if you're going to the grocery store and you're buying, like, tomatoes and stuff, if the tomatoes were watered with water if the tomatoes were watered with water that had fluoride in it, or fluorine, or any other kind of compound, whether it be organic or inorganic, if it had the fluorine element in it, then it can still be harmful because it gets stored in water really, really easy. So tomatoes, fruits, vegetables, all that kind of stuff. It can be stored in it. So like, just because you think that maybe you're drinking bottled water that says it doesn't have fluoride in it, doesn't mean that you're not getting exposed to this kind of stuff. Fluoride concentrations in foods can be increased by the presence of fluoride in the water used for its preparation. I already said that. Okay. In dental products, such as toothpaste, fluoride is present in significant amounts. Okay. Now this part, I'll be right back. I'm not going to show you the brand, but I'm trying to see if it is toothpaste, okay? This toothpaste helps restore natural whiteness. It helps fight cavities and plaque while brushing, or with brushing. It helps prevent new stains from forming. It contains, and this it has in a giant square with like a health warning thing. That says this toothpaste contains sodium monofluorophosphate, which is, in our opinion, an effective decay preventative agent and is of significant value when used in a conscientiously applied program of oral hygiene and regular professional care. Now, it doesn't say there. I don't want you to see that. So here's more information about it. It says sodium monofluorophosphate is under the 0.76%. 0.76%. 0.76% child's toothpaste, or like kids' toothpaste. You probably say on there, but if you swallow any, it's supposed to be really, really harmful to you, and they even say to like call the poison control. So obviously, it's not good for you. If it might prevent cavities and stuff like that, but why do you have to add it in your water? Like, I can see why brushing with it might be beneficial if you ensure that you're not really swallowing, but why put it in your water? Like, why have it in the water? That just doesn't make sense to me. And, okay, I'll be right back. I'm not going to show you the logo on this because, I don't know, I don't really know the details of like YouTube and stuff, like you're not supposed to have logos and things like that, but it's another toothpaste. This one says, all natural whitening toothpaste. Vanilla mint. I love it. Try to find a vanilla mint flavor. It's freaking awesome, and like it smells so good. Like it actually smells good, and you could eat this if you wanted to. Like you could, like, well, look, ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? And I swallowed it, okay? Totally safe, like, because this is all natural whitening. So the flavor, all that none of this comes from chemicals, and yet it prevents the formation of cavities, causing plaque. This one has grapefruit seed extract, vanilla flavor, and it kicked your peppermint, and it uses baking soda as its main ingredient. So right by my thumb there, fluoride free. The other kind, 0.76%, bad. In addition to IQ studies, 3 studies have found that fluoride accumulates in the brain of the fetus, causing damage to cells and neurotransmitters. And 1 study has found a correlation between exposure to fluoride during fetal development and behavioral defects among neonates. Between neonates, whatever that means. I've had too much fluoride. That's obvious. The findings of neurological effects of fluoride-exposed humans is consistent with and strengthened by recent findings from over 40 animal studies published since 1992. As with the studies on humans, the studies on animals have reported an impairment in learning and memory, along with fluoride-treated groups. The animal studies have also documented considerable evidence of direct toxic effects of fluoride on brain tissue, even at levels as low as 1 part per million in fluorinated water. 0.76%. 0.76%. So products, such as toothpaste, fluoride is present in significant amounts. Now, 1 part per million is not 10% of a whole lot of the whole thing of toothpaste. 1 part per million. That's very dilute. In most places, like even bottled water, if you actually read the back, it'll say something like that, 1 part per million. So that's legally what they're allowed to do, unless it's in a product that actually says like fluoride. If you know what I mean? Like, I'd recommend getting bottled water that says fluoride free or distilled. If it's distilled, it's going to have nothing in it. Okay, nothing at all. Because another thing about fluoride is it's very hard to take out of the water. Once it's in, there's very few ways to get rid of it. A Brita filter isn't going to work. It won't suffice. It's not efficient enough. It will have some effect, and it will remove out some of the minerals and different compositions found in the water, but fluoride is not one of them. Yeah. So yeah, the list goes on and on. Now we talked about it causes reduction in the lipid content, impaired antioxidant defense system, damage to the hippocampus, damage to the Purkinje cells, increased uptake of aluminum, formation of beta-amyloid plaques. So yeah, the list goes on and on. There's tons of things, half of which I can't pronounce, but the fluoride is really not a thing. Now, one of the reasons why I recommend buying bottled water is because I did an experiment. So, water. Okay, there's only a couple ways. There's only a couple ways to take fluoride out of water once it has been put in your water. These two methods being reverse osmosis, which is basically it's very similar to what Brita filters do, except the system is a lot more complicated. Instead of having one filter, it has like 5 or more. I don't know. I don't think less would be efficient enough, but it works in a gradient system, so it takes out the big stuff, like big particulate first, smaller. So each filter has filters smaller and smaller particles. So that way works for taking out fluoride, but they're very expensive. Well, not very expensive. They're like, I don't know, at least $200. If you look it up on Amazon or eBay or something, I'm sure you can find one for less, but they're called reverse osmosis. Look it up if you want. You don't have to, but if you want to. Okay, and then, or you can just buy, I think this was only $1.99 for 4 liters. Distilled water. Yeah, and 0 parts per million fluoride. See that? Distilled water, 0 parts per million fluoride. Okay. And because it's distilled, it actually has a chart. And yeah, I'll show you the chart. You notice everything on that 0. 0. Right. Can you see how murky that is? Like, quite gross. I hope all you people at home can see that.